Ibrahimovic, over to the left. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, well played, well played. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Olise. And he cuts out the supply.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
No, it's come to nothing. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Spread it left. Pedro Neto gets into some space. In comes the corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Roberto Carlos. Hernandez cuts it out. Looking to play him in. Oh, no joy this time. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And this is a decent chance! And yes, it's there! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
He's got four. That is remarkable. Vietnam are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Vietnam, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now.
And a quick reminder today
totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals.
Please use parking provided by the club.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. And here's Ibrahimovic.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's good vision. He's being urged to shoot. Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Ruben Dias, has been a revelation. I'd say his two strengths are the aggression with which he leads the defensive line and the awareness that never seems to fail him. That makes him a very stern test for any opposition attacker here.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And it's Roberto Carlos. He gets bit. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rijkaard. Carvajal. He's got away, hangs in a cross. Gives it back. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's
Pele! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. In with the challenge. Vietnam still without a single shot on target. Now it's Pele. And this is Batistuta. Out towards the flank. Scholl, there's the shot! Pele. Spread out to the left. Now it's Pedro Neto. And he's managed to get free.
Oh, really well played.
Pings in across. It's a mighty effort! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. That's a sharp pass. And he plays one through. And this is Pele. He could be in. Tries a shot! And he's done it! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pele conjures time and space where few can. And the finish! Sticks it away! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, They say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest.
And the shot! It's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gullit gets into a good position. Climbs up big! And he thumps it clear. Vietnam have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Jordan Henderson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Jordan Henderson, and it's Carvajal. Now it's Scholes. And we've reached half-time. Vietnam come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Batistuta. That has been slung wide. There will be a throw-in. Roberto Carlos is wide and looking to get onto this. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Pelé. Little pass back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Henderson. And here's Scholes. And now they can clear their lines. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Played out to the left flank. And this is Roberto Carlos. That'll be a corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Roberto Carlos. Maicon is always looking to play quality balls. Maicon carries the ball down the right. Scholes. Pradiol. Jordan Henderson. Almost an hour gone. Vieira. Pelé. And here's Gullit. Rijkaard. Pelé, who's set up 1 goal so far. Now he's got space here. It's out for a goal kick. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Jordan Henderson proves too strong, too smart. And he's been shifted off it. He's looking wide. Pele. And the counter is on. And this is Pele! Puyol does really well to win the ball there. And it's Maicon. Pele, nicely weighted ball. Crosses it in. Oh, smashing header! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos puts his foot on the gas.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Caceres tries to clear. Oh, it's Scholes. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Henderson. Real chance!
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Pele!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitution.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Pedro Neto. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Pele. Azar. Pele.
This is the time you need that pace.
Jordan Henderson. Spread it left. Ibrahimovic. Azar. Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Ball swung. Oh, what a climb! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Plays a sharp little ball here. And that is that. Vietnam have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Hello attendees.
Ibrahimovic claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
During the match at all times.
Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. Vieira, good take, and is he in? That is a brilliant interception. He'll try to keep this alive. That's going to go a long way.
There's the golden nugget, that is Paul Scholes, one of the game's unsung heroes.
And nothing seems to change him. All that adulation, he's the same bloke.
Agreed, but on a world level, he ought to have higher status. But he's never been one for hugging the limelight. He just loves being the quiet assassin.
That is Conte. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Ruben Dias. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Scholes. Pele. He's looking wide.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's got full! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Conte. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That looks a good ball through. Can he spark a counter here? Pele. Bullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Neither side yet able to find the net. Maicon hurtling down that right flank. Conte tries to play it through. Caceres going full tilt down the left. Puyol looking to penetrate opposition lines. Looks to the other side. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Batistuta. Could move up a gear here. Scholes really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh, important interception. Pele, Ibrahimovic.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. 15 minutes till half-time. Pele. And it's Maicon. Played in deep.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Batistuta. Conte. And that is as far as they're going to go. Pedro Neto receives it in a wide position. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Jordan Henderson. That's Caceres. Pele takes control of it and he's on the move. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Pele. And Guardiol. Pele. And it's Conte. Played into space. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Now that's well seen too. Scholes. Caceres.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision.
And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Vietnam have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it.
Can he finish? Conte. And it's Scholes. Pele. Michael. Some good work on the right flank here. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's managed to get rid. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No, that was never going to make it. Scholes is always scanning the pitch for targets. Ruben Dias. And here's Scholes. And it's Henderson. Now it's Pele. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's forced to go back. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Conte to Henderson. Pele. And here's Batistuta. Nice interception, well timed. It's a throw-in.
Substitution.
And it's Scholes.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Good ball, good take. Now it's Pele. Foot in. Almost an hour gone. Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's a key interception. Jordan Henderson. Great vision. He's through here. Climbs up big. And yes, it's there! The breakthrough arrives at last. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution on the field. Number 2.
Vietnam can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Park Ji-sung. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Out towards the flank. Swings it across. Rijkaard can get it clear. And they've got rid. Nicely aimed pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's pulled back. Great challenge, timed to perfection.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Mbappe, he's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe tries to... gets his head on it! And he's straight offside.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Tries to pass it through. He is through here. So much time and space here. Goes for a shot! Now this could be a chance. Come backwards here.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Caceres.
Pele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Stood up well to him there. Mbappe! The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Mbappe, now it's Pele. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's picked his way through. He's found some space.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Park Ji-sung. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He can get that clear. And they've got a throw. Vietnam have got it back, and they'll have another go. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable sometimes. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And they've got rid. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Neto. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Very nicely done.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, this looks sharp. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
And he was quick to react. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Played back to the goalkeeper. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Park Ji-sung. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played in with purpose. Vietnam appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Nicely shaped ball. Caceres tries to clear, taken back almost at once. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Ibrahimovic certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Vietnam have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Ruben Dias. Conte. Cannavaro cuts it out. Vieira. Pedro Neto tries to play it through. Ah, that's a fine interception. Jordan Henderson. And it's Conte. Now it's Batistuta. And this is Pele. And it's Scholes. That is good strength. Jordan Henderson. Scholes is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Pele. And this is Batistuta. Played back towards his own goal. Great vision. No luck with that dink over the top. Caceres. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Vieira. That has been slung wide. Ball driven towards the... Oh, smashing header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bullet is offering a right smile there.
Up towards the front line. Scholes. Jordan Henderson. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Park Ji-sung. And he's forced to go back. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Shot at goal! And he's done it! The breakthrough strike! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Vietnam have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Pelé shifted it to the flank. Vietnam leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Scholes. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, super find. Here's Conte! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Nicely aimed pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
The final seconds now. Quality ball. Park Ji-sung. And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Just a quick request.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Vietnam leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Stood up well to him there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Pelé gets into a good position. It's Pelé! That's a good ball out wide. And this is Batistuta. Now that looks a decent ball. Danger averted for now. That's a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. He's looking wide. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Scholes. He's in space and looking for options. Vieira deals with that comfortably. Pelé is there to clear. That pass has been well intercepted. Vietnam are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Oh, easy pickings there. Ball is over the line. Pelé. And here's Hullet. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
And he's whipped it across. Jordan Henderson. And it's Scholes. And it's Conte. Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Pelé. And this is Scholes.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. The message is clear, none shall pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Scholes, and he's worked it through. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. Carvajal. Conte.
Vietnam have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
He's having a shot! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And this is Pele, and he's searching through. Great ball, and he's in. Mbappe! He has done it! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Roberto Carlos joining us now, a player, of course, who needs no introduction.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Vieira. And it's hoisted clear.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Carvajal gets across to intercept that. Can he get on the end of this? Vietnam close now to seeing this one through to the end. Now it's Mbappe, and this is Pele. It's goals! It's a goal! They have stolen level at the last! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Scholes clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
The most accurate pass. And that is that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Pullet voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Right now for information on our shuttle bus.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and welcome
all the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. That has not gone well. Rui Costa goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Oh, good-looking ball.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I'm a real fan of this guy, Ruben Dias. Portugal do have the reputation, not just of producing great wingers, but great centre-halves too. And I see him as the latest in line. OK, he can be quite conservative, and he won't wow you with inch-perfect long-range passes, but he's incredibly solid.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Batistuta. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And it's Carvajal. And Guardiol. Rijkaard. Jordan Henderson stood up well to him there. Looking for the run. Great ball and he's in. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Number 9,
Vietnam are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Pelé. Vieira. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Here comes another cross.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Caceres. Ruben Dias. Scholes. And it's Scholes. He's in space and looking for options. He's picked his way through. There's the header! It's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's gone for a throw-in. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Pelé. 30 minutes gone. He has found the way. Big chance! It's in! Into the lead once more. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Rui Costa conjures time and space where few can. Roberto Carlos. Foot in. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. And this is Scholes. Played out wide. Batistuta. And it's Carvajal. Showing good feet. Vietnam heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. That's very neat. He's got away. And this is Scholes. Bounce of... And he shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Cáceres. Ruben Dias. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Roberto Carlos. And he goes cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And it's Gattuso. Michael is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Here's Roberto Carlos. Rui Costa. Roberto Carlos produces a cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Kante. And he welcomes it in. And he's managed to get free. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Vietnam head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And we are back on the way. Batistuta, he is through here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Guardiol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Carvajal has created 1 goal already. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get it through? Jordan Henderson. Rui Costa. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Incoming delivery. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. He's found a way through. Fires it in low. Pele. Batistuta is onto this. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Jordan Henderson. Kante providing an outlet on that flank. Spread neatly.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's shifting, takes a shot! Rui Costa, looking for a runner. Not the most accurate pass. Cáceres. Gently done. No, that's been intercepted. Michael. That is good alertness. Roberto Carlos. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Gives it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Pele. He's had a shot! And he's had a hit! And that's off target.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Roberto Carlos wins the duel this time. Jordan Henderson. He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe! Same again, same outcome.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Corner number 2 then. And it's Carvajal.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That pass isn't the best. Kante does well to get it back. Oh, that's neat. Henderson. Gattuso. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's Rui Costa! And that would have won it.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the 2-goal cushion.
Scholes. And it's Carvajal. And he's picked out the run. Scholes. And this is Pele. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Gonna drastically expect now.
Tries to pass it through. Scholes is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. So what can they make of this? Now it's Mbappe. Oh, truly brave defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Oh, that great shot!
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's gone looking for safety. Back into the middle. Now it's Scholes. Carvajal has it out wide and in space. Henderson. He's on it. Can he get away? Maicon gets rid without... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And the assistant referee rightly gives him off. And we're done. Vietnam can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional rollercoaster.